Hello and welcome to Victor Plays. Tonight on the show, we're going to be playing 80 Days. Hey everyone, I'm Victor Frost, and this is Victor Plays. Tonight on the show, we're going to be playing 80 Days, the game you voted to the top of the Victor Plays interactive game queue, with a grand total of 3,000 votes, which I promptly bumped up to 3,001. Oh, people in the chat already. Fun times. Happy times. Today's show is, as usual, brought to you by water. It's what you drink. And, of course, by our wonderful Patreon supporters. Yes, our wonderful Patreon supporters, the people who kick in a little bit of money into the hat each month. What for helping keeping this channel a-chooching. Yes, with our generous contributions, we are able to do things like afford Adobe Creative Cloud, which is the principal software we use for production here at Frostworks. So thank you to all of our Patreon supporters: Kate Macross, George Davidson, our first Patreon supporter, Banana Peel Law, who has a different name on Patreon now. Let me just double check on what that is. Yes, log in. Do the thing. I swear they changed something every time. I don't even know what the hell they do. Yeah, the whole, oh god, the whole damn interface has changed. All of Donald Trump's priests. Is, I guess, his name now. Geek Nights podcasts are Gorgian, Ethan Fryer, Jay Bance, King Al, Onomatopoeic. Okay, so that word is without the IC is onomatopoeia. But I don't think it's pronounced onomatopoeic. I think it's still pronounced onomatopoeic. But whatever. Onomatopoeic, floxanoxania hilipilification, Buggy and Ducky, Honk, and Yodel for their generous support, kicking in each month. Yeah. So, thank you for that. Anywho, thank you for all your generous support. Really could not do this without you. Tonight is also a brand new thing, has a brand new thing that I've done. Give a little bit of visual aid here. There we go. Get that. Here we are. There's this is a Vice. Up until today, it has been holding my webcam in place. But what I have done now, because I was sick and tired of having to take my webcam out of the Vice every time I wanted to use it, I can de-wedge this, is I have designed and 3D printed a handy-dandy webcam holder thing for the monitor. It's kind of just stuck in there. It's got a little slot for the back of the webcam to go in. A little washer in there because I made the tolerances too much. Because, yeah. Anyways, in you go, little guy. Get stuck in there. Oh, I double-sided sticky taped it. But, should probably... Yeah. I should probably crazy glue it or make a clamping system. Clamping. Here we go. Come on. Oh, now I've completely fucked up my monitor arms. Anyways. Move those over here. There we are. And the mic's back where it belongs. Anywho. Yeah. So, I'm also working on a lamp. So, there we go. It's going to be very cool. It's going to have LED strips in it. I do love working on lamps. I do like making lamps. I like making wood. Anyways, Let us do the thing. We got the game 80 days to play. It's almost like a steampunk around the world in 80 days sort of deal. I also love LED strips. It's around the world in 80 days sort of deal. So let us proceed upon the journey that we're going to be taking here.
London, 1872. I've entered into the service of a new gentleman. It would seem he is a gambling man.
Ingle presents, in association with Cape Guy, directed by John Ingold, Joseph Humphrey, script by Meg Jayanth, PC and Mac edition by Ben Nicholson, Jaume illustration, Tom Kyle, Lawrence Chaplin, and some other dude. 80 days. Based on the novel by Jules Verne.
Did I miss all the... Wait, what happened to all the other descriptive shit at the beginning? Hold on, let me start the game. Do it again, but sexier. Okay, I click. Okay. Oh, it just, that was literally it. Okay, fine. Let's cut to the chase, folks. We already did this bit. Do the thing. God damn it. Ah! No, you've missed nothing of consequence, truly. I do know one thing. I need to tighten the screw on that there. Ideally. I don't want the camera sagging, and it could be spiffy. There we go. That's an adequate position. Yes, I know. London. Click to begin. Oh, opens at 10 a.m. Sweet.
Monsieur Phileas Fogg returned home early from the Reform Club, in a new-fangled steam carriage besides. I helped him down. And the iron-lunged, steam-driven horses clattered away.
Passepartout,
said he.
We're going around the world.
Around the world, monsieur. Very good, monsieur.
Let's go around the world. I'll do that.
Around the world, monsieur? I asked, utterly astonished.
We shall circumnavigate the globe within 80 days.
He was quite calm as he proposed this wild scheme.
We leave for Paris on the 8:25 in an hour.
Let's see. You are in jest. This is a shocking turnabout.
But I've not prepared, I said wretchedly, quickly trying to organize a list of necessary items in my mind.
Then do it now. Pack an altimeter and my evening jacket. There is not a moment to waste.
You, Passepartout, now have the funds. Your character is now steadfast.
Quickly, Passepartout. Passepartout. Tout. Collect our things and we will be off. We need to pack.
Let's see. There was just a moment to seize anything further that I thought might be useful for our long trip. Ooh, an evening jacket. A well-fitting, neatly tated Savile Row evening jacket. Priceless.
Yoink.
A pocket altimeter. Air sickness is psychological. An altimeter can be most reassuring. Let's see. European shipping timetable. Can I pack anything else in there? Nope.
Oh, nice. What are we doing here? Stalwart official soldier types. Of interest to humorous stalwart official soldier types. Wax cylinder. Valuable in Vienna, Copenhagen, and Paris. Oh, I see, I see. Interesting, interesting. Well, perhaps we can pick up a shipping timetable elsewhere. But if we are to travel around the world, we shall need funds. Perhaps a wax cylinder is more valuable. What do you guys think? What should we take? I don't think I can take the... Oh, I can put the wool shirts back. But that's an Englishman's wardrobe set. We need his wardrobe. Fuck his clothes.
My master is a most industrious man. He shall be well capable of traveling the world with but the clothes on his back and the clothes on mine. Passepartout.
Put the man in a sheet and a dinner jacket. I think we should bring the clothes.
In a few days, you will have such an aroma.
All right, I'm gonna bring the wax cylinder. I think I'm gonna stick with that. Take the thingies. Trust me on this. Take the thingies. All right, well, let's take the thingies. We can always buy more clothes. Oh. We can't take all the thingies. There's only... This is the exact amount of room we have. Well, he did specifically say to bring his evening jacket. What? Oh yeah, you can't take all the thingies, yeah. Be rowdy, play crazy. Alright, you know, fuck it, I'm probably not gonna play this game again after tonight, so... Hey, European shipping timetable. He did specifically say to bring 2 things, so I will bring those 2 things, but I will take license with everything else. So I'm gonna bring the shipping table, the wax cylinder, the pocket altimeter, the evening jacket, and let's go!
We must discover our route as we go. Onwards!
Well, I got shipping routes, so that's good. Oh my, that is a quick route, isn't it? Ooh, look at that. Okay, let's go. Paris, Emphratite Express. Embark! The guard's van has space for 1 suitcase, which will suffice. This looks like a bearable route. Ah, no! I missed the flavor text! Piss! Okay, what are we doing now? Oh my. Hold on, wait a minute. I thought we were on our way. Wait a minute, we were off to Paris a second ago. Well, how the hell did that happen? Wait a minute. We were in London, going to Paris. The hell happened?
The mechanical horses raced past Piccadilly Circus and Pall Mall faster than a team of thoroughbreds. Even so, the whistle of the 825 was blowing as we pulled up to the Charing Cross station. We raced across the concourse and threw ourselves aboard. As the second whistle shrieked its warning, we barely had time to take our seats before the guard rapped smartly on the compartment door. He held out a hand. "Tickets, please!" "Alas, monsieur, we're in a great hurry." I pretend to have lost them. Ah! 12 players? What does that even mean? Okay, this is our present location. Okay. I pretend to have lost them. Patting down one pocket. I pretend to have lost them, patting down one pocket and then the other, and was about to start digging through suitcases when Monsieur Fogg interrupted my touching performance.
My valet is trying to express that we were in too much haste to purchase tickets, he said.
No doubt intending... He said, and I tried to alter mine, pretend to have lost them, which was not at all my meaning. No doubt intending to chasten me, and I tried to alter my mime. Yes, let's play smart. And I tried to alter my mime to fit his interpretation. I had mixed success, but I did locate 2 5-pound notes under one of the seat cushions when I began using it for a shield.
You may purchase them from me, the guard was saying. Though it is more expensive, I'm afraid. £85, please.
I handed... Ooh. Should I argue with him? Or pretend to hand over the 85 pounds? I wonder what kind of a delay you guys are on. Give him the dough! I handed over the 85 pounds and smiled a thin smile from one working man to another. The guard gave me our tickets and then slid the compartment door shut behind him with a pneumatic hiss. Your funds have gone down somewhat. Converse. I'm at your service, Monsieur Fogg. Passepartout? Let's talk about money. This journey will be most expensive, monsieur.
Indeed, but we can earn a little from buying and selling our possessions as we travel.
But tell me, monsieur, what is the purpose of our journey?
I've made a hefty wager, and I do not intend to lose.
Very good. London's small gave way to rolling hills, and the pastures of the Kentish countryside still untouched by the hand of technological advancement. Monsieur Fogg read his paper while I repacked our bags. Thrown together in haste and confusion, as afternoon turned inexorably to evening, I discovered that my master was one of those gentlemen who broke their silence rarely, if at all. A guard rapped on our door. A few miles before Dover.
We are about to submerge, he warned. Take some people a bit funny, so watch out.
What do you mean, submerge?
This is the London to Paris Amphitrite Express, he explained, as though to a particularly dim-witted child. The submersible train, talk of all of the London papers.
Then, this is the Mer train? He made a face.
Bloody journalists and their silly names, he muttered.
Every inch of her has been examined and stamped with the artificer's seal. This is the world's only bathyscaphe locomotive. I could not help a shiver. As the fins above the Amphitrite's wheels extended with a hydraulic hiss, night fell, and we plunged past the end of the track into the freezing water of the English Channel. Your relationship with Fogg has improved slightly.
Hey, J-Vance!
The Amphitrite plowed through the water overnight and splashed up onto the wider gauge French tracks at Calais as dawn broke.
Let's see. Should we talk to Monsieur Fogg? Or should we consider what we might require for our journey? I like the choo-choo noises. Oh, let's see. 2 for considering what we might require, 1 for talking to the monsieur. Well, so far my mouse is over here. Yes, train ASMR. Hey, Vega! Hey! Loving the new videos on your channel. You all should go and check out Vega's channel. She's an incredibly talented artist and a good friend of mine. You should check out her shit. Oh. All right, let's, okay, we got 2 for route, 2 for what we require for the journey. Let's go with the, let's flip a coin. A coin, any coin. Okay, cool, I got a nickel. All right, oh, rimshot thud pucker. It says route. Oh wait, I already counted that. All right, so if it comes up, with the, there we go, with the Monticello. All right, heads, it's route. Tails, it's what we might require for the journey. Heads, it's route.
Do you have a route in mind, monsieur? I asked as the water of the channel dried from the compartment windows.
I am as yet undecided, my master admitted. The new canal has sped up the shipping route from Suez to Bombay, though perhaps we could take the Trans-Siberia Railway across Russia.
Surely not Siberia?
It's so cold and grim, and I have a particular fear of bears.
Then we would do well to buy furs, he replied, refraining from rolling his eyes. There are other alternatives. We may also travel overland and across the Black and Caspian Seas.
But which is the fastest?
Fastest or safest, guys?
Check it.
Well, we gotta get around the world in 80 days, right? Fastest. Ooh, safest. Alright then, let's go safest.
But which is safest? Monsieur Fogg raised an eyebrow.
There is no place in the world which is not safe for an Englishman, he said coolly and with great finality.
Parbleu. I scarcely knew what to think. We arrived at Paris Gare du Nord after just 1 o'clock. Automaton porters lifted our luggage and then our persons onto the platform with long, delicately filigreed iron arms. Paris. City of my heart. I was home, but not to stay.
Wait, should I have been doing a French voice this entire time?
Paris, city of my heart. No, city of my art. Art.
Nah, fuck it, I'm gonna keep it with a British voice. Next stop, the Marianas Trench, because there's no place not safe for an Englishman. Oh my, look at all these routes!
Check it.
Okay. Huh. I kind of want to go to Tehran. All right. So you know what? We're going to take the route from Venice to Izmir. Ooh, maybe Venice to Beirut. All right, cool. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to take... Let's get back into Paris. That's true. I am not an Englishman. All right, let's see here. Market opens at 10. Ooh, let's see. We can sell this wax cylinder. Let's do that. Let's sell the wax cylinder. And, sell that. We got some money back. Copenhagen, Budapest, part of the gentleman's traveling set. Shaving kit. Ooh, worth 2,300 in Berlin. Let's take the geometry equipment. I'm gonna grab the geometry since we're going towards the Middle East. We're gonna want to save. We're gonna want to sell this in. Where the hell is Budapest? Forget. Fuck. Let's see. That's Bucharest. That's Budapest. I kind of like this really direct route from Venice to Athens to Izmir. Maybe we'll not buy anything. Maybe that's what we'll do. We just won't buy anything. We can explore. Let's explore. Ooh, new routes discovered. Perfect.
We had a few hours to spare. I asked Monsieur Fogg if I might enjoy my city before we had to leave.
Indeed, and you should learn anything of note. Be sure to relay it.
I nodded and headed into town.
The talk on the streets was of one thing only. An enormous, elegant oval stadium constructed upon the green fields of Champ de Mars and containing the technological marvels, art, amusement parks, and milling crowds of the World's Fair 1872. My city still wore the scars of the last year's siege.
Let's visit the World's Fair.
I ventured inside the grand illuminated pavilions of the exposition. An artificer was replacing an arc light.
Airship hangar. Okay, so should we go visit an artificer? Or should we go west towards the airship hangar? Because the artificers are what run the magic in this world. Or should we go to the airship hangar? Airship would probably... Airship! Okay, airship. Got it, Jesus.
I went west towards the airship hangar, past a booth with a husband and wife pair selling panoramic hot air balloon rides, eager to tourists. I inquired as to their hourly rate. The hangar was crowded with airship.
Alright, let's see, their hourly rate. Maybe we can buy an airship.
The hangar was crowded with airships and flying vehicles of all shapes and sizes, attended by sharp-eyed crews from all over the world, and my eyes were immediately caught by the African-made rigid metal balloon, the gilded Egyptian Ifrit-class airship, the metal-clad four-propeller Savarkar Atomotic, the bulky coal-gas-powered Ottoman Gaik, or the twin-bladed Peruvian gyrocopter. Oh, these all sound so good. Why 3 or 5? It's not atomic, it's atmotic. What the hell does atmotic mean? Atmotic. The fuck is atmotic?
of relating to the atmosphere, especially regards to travel by airship. That's helpful. There it is. Alright, I'm gonna go with the Savarkar. What the hell? Where the hell is Savarkar? Savarkar. Indian! It's India! Okay. What the hell is the game? There it is. Alright, let's go with the 4-propeller Savarkar Atmotic. Oh.
Immediately caught by the metal-clad 4-propeller Savarkar Atmotic with its red and yellow painted hull. They use the power of the sun, you know, remarked the lady at the stand. No fuel at all? Sounds rather like witchcraft.
Well, to say no fuel at all. No fuel at all means no running out of fuel. So...
No fuel at all. A little for takeoff and for emergencies. They have rainy seasons in India and they don't want their whole fleet grounded. Atmotics such as this sailed the skies of British India, near the Delhi home of their inventor, Amulya Savarkar. Perhaps one day soon, Monsieur Fogg and I would find ourselves flying in such a craft. I returned to the exhibition center, my thoughts turning with clouds and engine rotors. Avenues sprawled in every direction between the inviting illuminated pavilions and the exposition.
Oh man, I feel my accent has shifted.
Atmotics such as this sailed...
Oh.
Avenues sprawled in every direction between the inviting, illuminating pavilions and the exposition.
Hello, Henry. Harry. Hello, Harry. Harry Salter. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Whew. Ah. I think I bit my tongue in the process. Great.
An artificer was replacing an arc light, which had burned out. She first disconnected the strange machine powering the lights. It had a spinning iron wheel which was wound with a series of armature coils.
What is that device, artificer?
I asked politely, my eyes straying to the copper lily pin which proclaimed her profession.
It's a bleeding nuisance. What's a Yorkshire accent sound like? Hang on. Yorkshire accent. Skip to the front, there you.
Hey, you! Stop faffing about. It's Mafton in here.
Okay, good. Got it. It's a bleeding nuisance is what it is, the artificer grumbled in a thick Yorkshire accent. These grand machines are finicky beasts.
Grand machines, I inquired.
Well, it's a... Oh, never mind.
She waved my question away.
It's a steam engine, alright, only it doesn't make steam. Would that do? I hate explaining this stuff to laymen.
Hastily
Ooh, the harshness of her tone was belied by her gentle touch.
The harshness of her tone was belied by her gentle touch, as she unscrewed the arc light's globe of enameled glass and replaced the 2 carbon rods within. She reconnected the supply, and the 10 Yablochov candles, connected in a series, lit up once more. They are miraculous. The artificer snorted.
Hard work is what they are. Miracles indeed.
But her mouth softened into a small, proud smile. She looked at her pocket watch, cursed and hurried off, dropping something as she went. I hurried after her to return it, and she thanked me. My medallion! I'll need that to get my lunch from the canteen. Thank you. I bowed and returned, and she giggled. Stop that! You'll make me blush. And she rubbed the coin and she rubbed the coin thoughtfully. I was given this for my work in Istanbul, you know. I made a very special automaton. I think it works as a driver now, on the route from Izmir. I think that's right. An automaton who can drive. Of course. Is that so strange? I could only shrug. Who knows what is normal in this modern world? I look about me once more. Crowds of tourists jostled and heaved past, their eyes wide with wonder. Let's see. Should we head to the red and purple tents of the Artificers Guild? Should we take a stroll down the Avenue of Nations, or should we take our leaves? Uno, dos, tres. Izmir might be a good place to go. Guild? More artificers, that's true. Alright, more artificers. I headed towards the red and purple tents of the Artificers Guild, draped with the banners emblazoned with their copperly sigil. Steam-powered automaton orchestra played gleaming brass instruments, or it had the most incredible display of machines. Toys! Machines! It had the most incredible display of machines, as though a scrapyard had been brought to life. One of the artificers was explaining the guild's credo to a group of sticky-fingered children. Had his hands deep inside a human-shaped automaton. Sticky-fingered children or human-shaped automatons? Automaton. 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 One of the artificers had his hands deep inside a human-shaped automaton, rummaging through its clockwork innards. He took out a piece of engraved glass and peered at it with a jeweler's loupe. Dashed thing? He cursed in... Dashed thing? He cursed in upper-class English tones, and then looked up. Oh, hello! I didn't mean to interrupt. I pointed at the shard. What is that? What is that? It's the control glass of my automaton. Or it would be if it worked. This one is meant to be a cook, but it can't even fry a chip. How does the glass work? How does the glass work? Or surely we have human cooks? Automaton. 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 The Dragon Balls. The Dragon Balls. The Dragon Balls. Dragon Balls. Alright, let's see. One, how to. So the hows, get it. He looked pained for a moment. It's complicated, he replied. Light scatters and bends and... Never mind. In this case, it doesn't work. I need a Persian engraver. The best work is done in Tehran, you know. Let's see. I stared at the inanimate automaton. Do you cook yourself? I wished him luck. I'm kind of feeling number 2. I stared at the inanimate automaton. I had seen them before, of course, but never so still and never up close. They were perfect, and yet, on the outside at least, so simple, so smooth, their faces without detail or distinction.
You look a little scared,
The artificer remarked.
Is it alive? It looks so human. Scared? Never. Wow, that's gonna be stuck in my head all night. Never! Looks so human. So human. Two so humans.
Human, after all. It looks so human.
Not really.
He shrugged.
They're human-shaped, but it's hardly in disguise.
The artificer smiled. I wished him well in his culinary endeavors. He was at least in the right city to find a cook, and returned to the center of the exposition, ears ringing with the bombastic tunes of the steam orchestra. My feet were tiring, and the hour was growing late. I returned to Monsieur Fogg, who was eating a meal of plain boiled beef à l'anglaise. L'anglaise? Oh, fuck it. Yo no hablo francais.
Did you enjoy the exposition?
My master inquired indifferently.
Diffidently. I do not know this word.
Diffidently.
Lacking in confidence. Weird. Let's see. And I nodded.
Nothing else could...
Ooh, 4 options. Looky here. What do we got? We are unspeakably lucky to live in such an age of invention. Will we travel by airship, do you suppose? Do you think we'll encounter artificers on our travels? You people in your airships, jeez.
Will we travel by airship, do you suppose? I asked.
I think it is highly likely, he replied. They are expensive, but extremely fast.
I dreamed that night of mechanical wonders and automatons, with beautifully enameled faces, knowing little of the strange inventions and stranger peoples I would soon encounter in my journey around the world. Your character is now dependable.
Oh, we don't need to chip in on an airship game. I have an airship game. It's called Guns of Icarus. Alright, let's see. We should plan right now. I think our best course is to... Let's see. There's a 55-pound travel to Nice. Go to Munich. If we go to Munich, Munich is twice as expensive as a trip to Nice. Okay. Well, Ifrit is... How's Ifrit? Cairo, Suez, Beirut, Hail, Baghdad, Tehran, Herat, Merv, Khorovsk, Tangier, Tunis, and Tunisia, of course. Brest, Odessa. Where the hell is Ifrit? That is not what I was looking for. All I'm getting is shit about Pathfinder. Fucking Pathfinder. Jesus Christ. Merv, Dubai, Muscat, Manama. Manama! Let's see. Darka. Where the hell is Ifrit? Moscow, Omsk, Krumsk, Krymskia. Do not want to play a tabletop RPG. Bombay, Novogo, Bangalore. Bangalore? I was thinking Mandalore. Let's see. Jeddah, Luker, Filwer, Haifa. Are we sure it was Ifrit? Okay, fuck it. We gotta. Izmir? Is it Izmir? Alright. We gotta get moving. Oh, shoot. Oh, Jesus Christ. This game's real-time clock is redonkulous. Okay, fuck it. Let's go. Let's go to Munich. Fuck it. Embark! Orient Express to Munich. Let's go, bitch!
Boarding the Orient Express was an altogether calmer affair than our race through London had been. Mechanical porters loaded us in through the windows, then snapped them shut with a delicate click. The train was extremely beautiful, the train was extremely fast. It'd be the first leg of a much longer journey. Let's go with fast. Thank you. The train was extremely fast and could sweep us across the whole of Europe, or at least as far as the Deutsches Kaiserreich, where the track currently ceased. At long last, a whistle blew, and we began our journey east.
Converse.
Greetings, monsieur.
Can I help you at all, monsieur? I'm the guard of this train.
Can you tell me of Munich?
I heard that you can get to Berlin from Munich, public carriage, but the journey is a tiring one.
Munich to Venice. Munich to Venice.
Did you know you can pick up beautifully made music boxes in Vienna that will sell for a fortune in Antalya?
Is there a route from Munich to Venice?
Indeed. One can travel in private car from Munich to Venice, but the journey is a tiring one.
Good, good. Then we will go from Munich to Venice. We'll go from Munich to Venice, and then to Athens and Izmir, which I'm pretty sure is where that person was actually talking about.
My master wished to be undisturbed as we left Paris. I left him and went to explore the train. There was a delightful dining car, an observation deck formed by the replacement of an entire compartment with an open glass cube. I stopped there watching the scenery flash past.
Okay, so scenery flash past or the dining car? One or two. We're not doing three. We're not that boring. Attend the dining car.
I attended the dining car and found a few groups of people talking quietly.
I eavesdropped shamelessly, sat with a young composer, joined a pair of young Parisian ladies. 1, 2, or 3, folks. Hey, Yodel! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have a microphone for a head now. Whoop. The ladies. Eavesdrop. Ooh. Unless we get more votes, I'm flipping a coin again. Alright, ladies, with Yodel giving the deciding vote. Here we go.
I joined a pair of young Parisian ladies who were toasting their adventure away from Paris. They were going to Vienna to hear a concert by the Great Steam Orchestra there. I only hope we will be allowed to leave, one confided.
Because of the political situation? Because of your great beauty?
Because of your great beauty? I inquired, and the girl blushed. Her companion frowned at me. You are a valet, monsieur, she pointed out. You do not have the standing required for such a remark.
I am first and foremost a Frenchman, I rejoined with a smile. The girl shook her head.
And above that, a man, she replied with a sigh. Come, Isabelle. She stood, and her friend, reluctantly, I think, left with her. I finished my cognac and then returned to Monsieur Fogg, who, to my surprise, looked up from his paper at me. What did you learn? He inquired.
What did you learn? He inquired.
I told him of the dining car. And he looked smartly aside, clearly unimpressed. We arrived in Munich a few hours later. Relations with Fogg have deteriorated slightly.
What's he gonna do? Fire me? He's stuck with me.
Your character is now presentable. Oh, thank you.
Alright, let's hasta luego out of here. Let's do the thing!
The Franco-Russian War concluded but a year previously. Thus, my friend's action...
Ooh. Wait, who won the Franco-Prussian War? Franco-Prussian... Is there really... Was there... Yeah, there was a Franco-Prussian War. Who won? German victory. Right.
Thus, my French accent... Yes, my obviously French accent was at a disadvantage. During our short trip in Munich, the concierge at a hotel was most suspicious when I approached the desk. I was not immune to a certain bitterness. I did not care for politics. What was the enmity of nations to me? Still, in order to avoid any untowardness...
Ooh, should we disguise our French accent, which is, I'm assuming, what the first choice is gonna have, or should I suggest to the man that he might be equally considerate? We are in Munich. Eeny or meeny, folks. Okay, here we go.
Still, in order to avoid any untowardness, I affected a Viennese accent. For my stay, Monsieur Fogg inquired if I had developed a head cold, but otherwise refrained from comment as I rolled several consonants in the back of my throat as practice.
Let's depart. To Venice! Embark! Let's go. A Bozak car. Lordy.
We hired a private driver with an oil-guzzling Bozak car, who took off at high speed once we were aboard.
I did not believe it would make a long... Okay, so which, what are we doing here? Ah! Nope, I wasn't supposed to buy something soon, I don't think. I was supposed to get on my car soon. It's 4 days! 4 days. We're 0.5% through our allotted time. Wait, we're 5%. Wait. We're 5% through our allotted time. Didn't believe it would take a long journey. It appeared to be reinforced with metal strips and brackets, or I slept the whole way. Metal strips.
It appeared to be reinforced with metal strips and brackets that looked a lot like parts from broken farm equipment. The driver himself had haymaker hands that suggested he had not long ago been a laborer of the land. I asked him about himself as we drove, but he replied in monosyllables, so our conversation degenerated into a guessing game. Had he designed the car himself? No, it was a Bozak designed by Bozak, of course. Was he married? Yes, his wife was called Hilda.
Did he like Venice?
Yes, it was very beautiful, especially at night. I exhausted him. We fell silent before the sputtering and spurting of the engine as it exploded rhythmically behind us.
Let's converse. Ooh, fog. A shaped mustache. Excellent. Did I shape his mustache? Is that what I just did? Did I just shape his mustache?
By midday we had crested the mountains and our journey down was almost steam-free. I relished the fresh air. And I could see my master did as well.
And then there was the Adriatic Sea.
And then there was the Adriatic Sea, sparkling as though encrusted with jewels. Thoughts of grimy London flew from my head. This was the life. In short, the car did not explode, and we were rowed across the gulf to the city of canals. The lamps were just being lit, and we lost ourselves in the narrow, winding alleys, enjoying the smells of grilling fish and red wine, and the sparkle of glass from shop windows. This was a pretty place we had arrived in indeed.
Oh, we should explore a little. Right? Market. Let's check the market. Carnival mask. Worth 4,000 euros in Antalya. Where the hell is Antalya? I'm learning to pause the game. Antalya. In Turkey. And where the hell are we now again? Oh, cool. We can go to Antalya from Izmir. That sounds good. Ship times, hairbrush, rivalry cap. Oh, we went top man. Oh, ho, ho, the double-sided tape just failed. Yeah. Let's do it. Well, this'll fit, though. We don't need the extra suitcase, though. That'll fit. Ooh, routes for shipping around Greece and Turkey will be available. Do we need this? Slender volume of all shipping routes within Europe. We don't need that, though. We've got this. Alright, so I guess we'll put this in here. Okay, cool. We got new routes. Nice! Antalya, from Izmir to Antalya. Cool. Okay, let's plan. That mask is truly horrifying. Alright. We'll go to Athens. We'll go from Venice to Athens to Izmir. Okay. That's where we're going to go. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Okay. I think that's a plan, right? Let's go. Sleepy, sleepy.
I was walking along a canal side in Venice when I found myself in the midst of a group of revelers. They wore a fabulous array of masks, some beak-nosed, others brightly feathered, and some even spun of fine, glittering wire.
I bowed in greeting, or I extricated myself from the raucous group.
I bowed in greeting and gave them such a surprise that one tripped, turned, and then tumbled into the canal. Her friends seemed drunkenly unconcerned and fell about in pealing laughter as that woman cursed and thrashed in the water.
I dove in to rescue because I am a Frenchman.
I dove into rescue, reaching in a few strokes. Zut alors! The water was cold. She kicked and fought as I hauled her to a nearby flight of steps. Fiammetta is a daughter of the canal, one of her friends put in. You should have left her in it. You should have left her in it. Another drunken youth agreed.
It's the only time she bathes.
Fiammetta coughed and choked as I hauled her from the water.
I looked her over, or I averted my eyes tactfully. Yeah, it's only polite.
I averted my eyes tactfully, for her sodden clothing was immodestly plastered to her skin. Who are you? She demanded, seeming to see me for the first time. Her friends made various kissing noises and suggested a variety of improbable roles for me. A clown, one said. No, another interjected. An agent of the Pope. Yet another sotto voice. Fiammetta's foreign lover.
Which caused them all to laugh as Fiammetta cursed them with admirable thoroughness.
Are you alright?
Says things you know now.
I asked with some concern. Of course, she replied haughtily, wringing out her hair. I am Venetian. I cannot drown. It is simply not possible. Do not mind Fiammetta, her friend remarked softly. She is angry because of her work and because of what happened to her brother.
What's the matter with her work? Ooh, okay, so what happened to her brother, or what's the matter with her work? Yaddle says work. Shove her back in then. That's terrible. Work it is.
What's the matter with her work?
Yes. The blasted scuola! They are the matter.
They are the matter, Fiammetta interjected angrily.
They think they can replace me with one of their empty-souled machines.
Shh, her friend implored, looking suddenly sober. Do not curse them so loudly.
How can they replace you? Scuola? Yeah, what is a scuola, actually?
The Scuola are the Venetian Artificers Guild, she told me.
They control all of Italy, but they will not have my canals.
What in the world did that mean? I slipped back to Monsieur Fogg as the revelers opened another bottle of wine to appease their canal-sodden friend.
Alright, let's depart. Ooh, this is a wearisome route. But to Athens we go! on the Aegean ferry.
We left Italy directly, boarding a ferry to take us to Athens via the port of Patras on the east coast.
Alright, folks, it is 10 o'clock, and thus it is time for us to do the thing which we need to do, and that is to say thank you to all of our wonderful Patreon supporters. Kate Macross, George Davidson, Banana Peel Law, who is now known as all of Donald Trump's priests, the Geek Nights Podcast, Zara Gorgian, Ethan Fryer, Jay Bance, King Al, Onomatopoeic, Floxanox, Anaya, Halopification, Buggy and Ducky, Honk, and Yodel. And to say thank you for all of your wonderful, wonderful support. If you like this game, which it seems like a lot of you do, then you should go and pick it up on Steam, as the chat has so handily detailed. It is only about $13 right now. If you would like to play through the same playthrough that I am playing, the same game, the same story and game that I'm playing, you can use the playthrough seed, in which Phileas Fogg and the Passepartout and the Passepartout accept each other, the one as master, the other as a man. You can go ahead and use that seed somehow, I'm sure, and play that way. So, next week, we're going to be playing the next game on the Victor Plays Interactive Game Queue, which is going to be... apparently it's going to be Memories Dogma. What the fuck is that? Whatever that is, it's another visual novel, I'm sure. Because I've got so many. Maybe next week we'll do a double feature. Half an hour on Memories Dogma, half an hour on Solstice, or something like that, I'm sure. Yeah, maybe that. Okay, so with that, I say good night to you, and safe travels. I'm Victor Frost. This has been... Let's see if I can get back to the music. Nope, the game just quits. And this has been Victor Plays. Good night, everybody.